DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool. Tonight's DJNTV show is sponsored in part by Electro Voice, DJ Event Planner, ADJ, NLFX Professional, Promo Only, and DJNTV Insiders.
Hey everybody, and welcome out to the Monday night chat. And Shani's got 5 on it. We've got some great topics. That, you know what? Never mind. It's just gonna suck tonight. So you got to stick around because we want you to be completely disappointed. Because otherwise, why would you come? No, we're just gonna have some good times tonight. I guarantee it. We've got some topics, and and I would say tonight's quite eclectic. There's going to be a little bit, I think, for everybody tonight. Everything from people who are more maybe into some teen dance type of area to those that mainly do weddings and kind of a little bit of everything in between. So definitely without giving anything away, definitely going to be a good show for all of us to enjoy and learn a few things about. So without further ado, Shani, what have you got for us? Number 1.
All right. Tonight? So yeah, like Dan said, we're going all over the place. It's a little of everything for everybody. So the first thing is for those that follow social media, for those that really are on the social media scene and follow every breath of social media. This actually just happened in the last 2 hours, 1 hour, whatever. I don't know when I texted you guys. I think it just.
It was this afternoon.
It just kind of happened. For those that kind of follow the young rap scene, we had a tragedy that actually just happened in the young rap world. And Triple X, he passed away. He was actually gunned down in Florida, leaving a motorcycle dealership. He was going in looking at motorcycles and coming out, went to his vehicle, and it was a drive-by. Somebody just came by, shot him. They didn't find a pulse, and he was just pronounced dead. So 20 years old, one of those rappers which he found success on SoundCloud, gained all his viewers, gained his listeners. And one thing about him is, he did have a debut album that went _1. And he was his music was positive for a lot of his following. His following really, really loved his music. Himself, he got in a lot of trouble himself with the law. He was also one of those singer rappers, whatever you want to call him, one of those artists that Spotify went in the same category as R. Kelly. They were not going to play his music anymore as well. He had a domestic violence allegation with the law, things like that as well. So things like that were going on. But as far as the beef war was going on, he really didn't have a lot of beef per se as some of the other rappers. So I'm not getting into that whole thing. I'm not the one to play that whole Biggie Tupac thing going on. But what sucks is there is footage out there. There is footage of him dead in the vehicle that's on social media. That's the kind of thing I hate that they post all over social media of just his limp body laying in his car, and you can see it all over social media. They're not blocking anything out. And that's the type of stuff that I don't like to see. But 20 years old, I'm sure his fan base, he would have had probably another album that probably would have gone #1. But, this rap war of these young guys, for those that do follow this kind of these young rappers, I mean, for those that follow it, 6ix9ine and Chief Keef, they had this whole beef on Instagram in the last week where Chief Keef went to New York and was in Times Square, and shots were fired in Times Square of all places, where everybody goes to Times Square, families, tourists, everybody's in Times Square. And, you know, again, I'm not saying that it was Chief Keef from Chicago where it was his people, you know, things like that. Then all of a sudden, so what happens? 6ix9ine comes to Chicago. He's posting on Instagram where he's at in Chicago. He's posting, you guys think you're all the rappers are hard in Chicago. Look where I'm at. Look where I'm at. Where are you all at now? And he's posting stuff like that. And everybody's in Chicago posting all over Instagram. Why isn't anyone taking him out? Why isn't anyone taking him out? And it's like, come on, guys. You know, I thought you're here to make music. I thought, you know, like, isn't it about the music? Because, and then again, I'm not bringing up the whole Biggie Tupac thing, but that wasn't even what their beef was about. They were making music. They were making music. So these young rappers, it's like, let's just make music, whether their music is good or bad. Let's just make music. But again, I think, these guys,
I think there's too much of
a
fantasy or they have this pedestal type of idea of the Biggie Tupac thing because they weren't living through it. They hear about it kind of now of, oh my gosh, it was this great thing. And look at what we think of them. And if I do that kind of thing, I'm going to, you know, be like that. And I think that plays more into some of the mentality of why they need to do it or why they feel the urge to do it. I'm going to pick somebody, I'm going to start something, and I've got all my guys to back me up. And you know, and it's a very crazy mentality with that, that it would get into that. You know, it's crazy that it's gone that direction. Very sad, you know, regardless of what you think of his music or anything about him. It's a person who is no longer here because of something that happened. And I thought I saw something in the chat room about one of the news stories, but maybe it's not there anymore.
Well, like I said, he was in the motorcycle place in Deerfield Beach. Coming out of it was right in his car. That's how he was gunned down. I mean, you know, 20 years old. That's what happened. I don't know if somebody saw a different story, but that's exactly what's in all the news.
Yeah, that's what they're showing. Even Wikipedia.
And the sad part is his last Instagram post that was 4 hours before that was posted that he was doing a charity event this weekend in Florida. It said, to all my followers, I'm doing a charity event here in Florida. More details to follow. Like, that was his post 4 hours before this. He was one to give back to the community. Even though he was 20 years old, he was one to give back to the community. So it's just a shame. It's a shame. And hopefully that maybe something like this, these other young guys will see that maybe it'll open their eyes. And they'll see it's not about the beef, and it's not about calling each other out. And it is about the music. And it is because they do have the following. And they, like I said, his album hit #1. And they have these followings. If you go on their Instagram, you go on their social media, they have crazy followings. Their albums are like, we talked about Post Malone and how many #1s, and those who do the teen events and have the young, you know, clubs and bars and how everybody wants their songs, you know, they have followings. So you're going to play their music. And no matter what, the hip hop is here to stay. And that music is going to be here to stay. And hopefully maybe it will be about the music again. No matter if you like the music, you don't like it, it doesn't matter. Hip hop is here to stay. It's not gangster rap. This is not what they call gangster rap, guys. This is hip hop. Gangster rap is a totally different type of music.
Yeah.
This is hip hop. What they're doing is hip hop. It's not that type of music. If you listen to his music as well, he does hip hop. So it's just like when you get into different types of rock and stuff, there's all those different types. This is hip hop. So it's just sad. It's sad. And maybe this is, eye-opening for others. We'll see.
All right. So please tell me we've got something later to go to for number 2.
We have something really cool. And as you guys know, I don't do a lot of weddings. It's not my bread and butter, but let me tell you something. If this trend comes to the United States, because this is actually not in the United States, this is in England, guys. And if this trend comes in the United States, I'm starting to do weddings. That's all I have to say. I'm getting into the wedding business if this is weddings, but I don't know if you guys know about this. Now, everybody knows like bouncy houses, right? We, birthday parties, bouncy houses and everything, right? Well, these are called bouncy castles, but these bouncy castles are different bouncy castles. They're for weddings. And they're specified, they're different types of bouncy castles, and they're for weddings. And it's a trend that is starting in England. And there are companies that provide these white, beautiful bouncy castles that are decorated with like, you could get like real flowers on them, or you could do like fake flowers depending on your budget and what you want to do. And they customize it with like different linens and colors of like your wedding party and things like that.
Shani, can I stop you for 1 second?
Yeah.
I'm going to pull an MJ. Hang on.
Yeah. Oh, you have a picture?
Share.
Are you? Yeah. Show a picture.
Did I just?
Yep.
Are you
We're there.
that?
Yep. We can see
okay,
it.
Okay. First of all, that is nothing compared to, I wish I would have sent you. Okay. No, that's still nothing compared to the ones I
these are all from, I just typed in white bouncy castle wedding.
No, these are nothing compared to the article I wish I would have sent you guys the one that I was doing in England. But gorgeous. So this is a trend in England. Like you could do different linings on them with the linens and things like that. The flowers, they could do it, the colors of your wedding party. They could do them big enough for your entire bridal party to fit in the castle. And it's a trend that is happening out there. And now again, you're like, okay, well, that's great. But like, is this going to take away from the DJ and for the party? Who cares? Like, I don't care because I want to jump on the bouncy castle. But like for them, it's great for pictures. It's great for video and it's great for memories. So, I mean, I don't care about the DJ part of it right now. I just think for like the party atmosphere part of it. Now, again, of course you can't do this like in the winter time and things like that. Well, then again, you probably could. I'd be in a fur coat jumping up and down in the snow. I wouldn't care. But I just think it's a cool trend for weddings, guys. What do you think?
Well, think about this also. And just in general, any events that you've been to, how many bounce houses are for adults? Like that right there. Like I've had a bouncy house at a wedding before, just strip, but it was totally not for the adults. This was just, they had a bunch of kids and they wanted to give them something to do during the party. So here was this bounce house for them. No, this is for the adults. Like that's the part that I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm liking that.
So I'm wondering the logic of having a bouncy house. The people, they get their tummy full of beer and then they go to the bouncy house. How is this going to end?
That's probably why they're white, so you can bleach it.
I'm thinking this is not going to be a good thing. Well, yes, I just polished off 3 shots of whatever it is, and now let's go to the bouncy house. And then what's the whole, here, hold my beer, watch this.
That's what the videos are for.
I mean, I suppose, I bet these are sponsored by America's, funniest home videos.
Okay, so, but here's the thing. Okay, so there's this new, now I'm totally doing a plug right now, but there's this new TV show. I don't know if everyone's seen it. I think it's called 911. It was on like this past season. Okay, well, one of the episodes had like a bouncy house in it, and it like flew away. It was like an episode of 911. So now I'm like totally scared about bouncy houses. It flew away and it flew off a cliff in California, and then it got like stuck like on half the cliff, and like the
goodness
kid,
gracious,
like a father was like hanging off and everything. But anyway, so not to give you guys a visual or anyone that's probably just got like a bouncy house for their kid's like 5th birthday party that's watching this.
So in other words, just don't put it next to a cliff. You'll be okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
But like, so now I'm like thinking like, oh my God. Yeah. Like it was like a whole wind thing, cause the company didn't, like put it down, but we do inflatables and stuff like that all the time too at our parties. But anyways, it was just a visual that I got because of that TV show.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think it would be an awesome trend. I don't know. I want to bring it to the United States. I do. Bouncy castles.
Be awesome.
With drunk people playing like Thunderstruck and stuff like that.
Oh, come on.
And the blade.
Go for the obvious jump around.
Yeah, but like
Crisscross,
in the
jump,
play
jump.
theme and stuff like I
Van
know,
Halen,
like
jump.
totally just do like all like sports themes and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I think it would be awesome. Now again, you know, of course, it takes away from the party, and that's like a whole nother topic, and we could talk about that on another show and stuff like that. But yeah, but that's how like you know it all started with the photo booths, how that takes away from the party and things like that. But I think this would be awesome. Just bouncy.
We probably need to move on because I'm seeing people now talking about puking cake up in the bouncy house.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna throw the cake.
No, they're wanting to eat and
Oh,
then
they were
No, they
puking.
eat the cake and then
They're
get
puking the
in.
cake.
Yeah.
cake.
God. All right.
All right. So what do you got for us, number 3?
We're moving on. Oh, God. How do we get on that? Okay. Number 3. Again, for those that don't live on social media and have absolutely no idea. The Carters, and by the Carters, I'm not talking about the presidents, the old presidents, the Carters, but I'm talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z. If you guys don't know and you live under a rock, they dropped a secret album this weekend. Shh, it was a secret. Bomb exploded. They totally dropped this crazy secret album. It was crazy. Like Nas's album dropped the same day, and they dropped the album. So those that are like music fanatics, it was like, oh my God, don't bother me for like 6 hours. I have to listen to great music this whole time. Please, phones don't go off. So they dropped this secret album. Of course, the first place they dropped it was Tidal. Of course, they have to drop it on Tidal, but they're not stupid. They're dropping it everywhere else afterwards. Of course, there'll be like a couple bonus tracks on Tidal. But they know where the money is, so they're gonna drop it on Apple and iTunes and Amazon and everywhere else, so you can download it. But they dropped a joint album, and not like, oh, Jay-Z is gonna be featured on this, and no, it's a joint album. They're on every song, the two of them. Beyonce even raps on this album, and she's good. Like, she's actually really good. Like, you can't talk any crap about her. It's 9 songs on the album. Plus, like I said, Tidal has some bonus tracks if you belong to Tidal. They even put out their first video that you could actually see on the internet. It's called Ape Shit. Sorry, I have to say it, but the video is called Ape Shit. So that one hit the internet. It's a crazy visual video of them. It's awesome, but it's a great album for those that want some good Beyonce, Jay-Z type music. So like I said, their album dropped, Nas's album dropped on the same day. I don't know why they did that, because he doesn't hate Nas. So I don't know why they're like, well, let's just drop it the same day Nas's album dropped, or they just figured like, let's do a good music day. I don't know. But they both dropped it. They knew Nas's album was dropping on the 16th, so I don't know. Or he hates. I know he doesn't like Kanye, so I don't know if that's the reason why he dropped it. I don't know.
So, are we just never going to have a Beyonce album that's not secret? Because this is not like this is the first time they did
like
this.
The Lemonade and everything. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. They want to create some mass hysteria, I guess. If suddenly it comes out of nowhere, I guess people are probably going to talk about it more than that happens than if they, promote it for 3 months that it's coming out on this Tuesday. But come on,
yeah,
like, they did that. I'm appreciative of the other sides of it. I haven't heard anything about with it, but still, like,
yeah, and she's in that crazy like genre now. Like, it's not like the Destiny's Child songs, she's in that crazy type of thing right now. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if she, yeah. No. Yeah. Like I said, it's not like a Destiny's Child. But yeah. We're not survivors right now. We're not. Yeah. We're definitely not. This is the after party at the hotel lobby. Yeah. That's when we're playing this. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
4. What do you got for us?
4. A group that, some people are like, oh my God, really? Dave Matthews Band. Yeah, you guys, for some of you guys in the chat, Dave Matthews Band, you guys still have that on your playlist? Maybe some cocktail?
Did we ever have it on a playlist? Sorry.
Dinner? Cocktail?
Yeah, cocktail dinner.
Punishing people?
Chat room, Dave Matthews Band. Any of you have it in your playlists for anything? I know you know Dave Matthews Band, but do you guys have it in your easy listening folders?
So what did Dave do?
While I'm talking, I just want to know when was the last time you guys played Dave Matthews Band? Ever After Entertainment says loves me. They love. Yep. Dave kind of did a no. Oh, we're getting some no's. Okay, you guys let me know in chat room while I'm talking. I want to know about Dave Matthews Band from you guys. Scott says some. Okay. All right. We're getting some no's. Okay. You guys let me know. All right. So Dave Matthews Band. Well, for those that are saying no, guess what though? Dave Matthews Band is still relevant though. So I just want to let you know, you guys might be saying no, but they're still out there. Not only they're still out there, but they're the biggest week for a rock album in 4 years. Just want to let you guys know that. They set the record as the group with the most consecutive #1 debuting studio albums. And this is their seventh, just so you know, the number 7. This is their 7, Dave Matthews Band, their 7th #1 album on the Billboard 200 chart. So so not only have they had 7 albums, they probably had more than 7 albums. This is just their 7th #1 album. And if anyone who likes Dave Matthews Band, this is called Come Tomorrow. So if you guys want to look it up, it's called Come Tomorrow. If you guys are into some Dave Matthews, if you guys like to be in elevators or just like elevator music or doctor's office music, and it comes.
Okay, come on. Okay. Now stop. It's not Kenny G we're talking about here.
But wasn't the
I mean, I will give you the fact that it's not we're not like having the dance floor go crazy with it. But
my elevators I'm in is like good. Like I'm dancing in my elevator music. It's not like Beyonce. I'm not going ape-ish, but it's.
Well, wasn't that the first release off the Dave Matthews Band album was Ape-ish?
Ape-ish? I thought the bonus track. Like
it's a cover. It's a cover of the secret album.
That was it. If you fast forward like 15 seconds, or you remember those when you fast forward just a little bit, and then it's that extra track. You gotta fast forward tiny. Yeah, that was Ape-ish.
Ape-ish, yes. Released. Yes. Makes you want to throw up in a bouncy castle.
I'll be honest. I'm surprised.
How about if we play this song in the bouncy castle?
And then Dave would throw up in that bouncy castle. We're trying it all together. This is a great show.
I'm trying to just put some of it a little together.
Yeah.
Oh, jeepers.
So where would you play Dave Matthews at what type of party?
Well, no, you hit up on it because when you said that, I'm like, no. And then I realized, oh, wait a minute. In a couple different playlists that I have for cocktail, for dinner, I've definitely got some stuff thrown in there. I want to say 2 or 3 different tracks from like the mid 90s, something that's
cocktail. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you're not,
some 90s cocktail
breaking down the dance floor with it.
No.
Now, potentially there's some songs out there that maybe you would if you have the right following or something like
the right
that.
Crowd.
But not under a normal.
No. I still play Ants Marching for my 90s people. And the minute they hear that first beat, as soon as they hear that, they just still go crazy to that one beat. So that song is like still on my playlist.
I think Shani, that actually kind of sums up the successful abilities of the Dave Matthews Band. For one beat, they're like, yeah, okay, I'm done with it.
I can name that tune in one note.
John's harsh to Dave Matthews. What did he ever do to you?
I think he and Tom Petty got together and became
he had 7 #1 albums on the Billboard 200.
Yeah, there's just a couple of anyway.
Oh my.
So
I will say this. I'm surprised that it went to #1 on the 200. I'm not surprised that it's #1, say within the rock realm. There's still a following. I have a friend of mine who there was a concert coming nearby, and she was posting on Facebook, "Hey, I can't wait to go see the concert." And we're not talking like somebody who is that would have struck me as she's still stuck in the 90s. No, I mean it's somebody who is pretty current on their music, and she still likes Dave Matthews Band. So that doesn't totally surprise me. But kudos. Yeah. And I think it's for those of you that are kind of saying no, you'll clear the dance floor. Yeah, we're not talking about.
No, I'm not talking about like dance floor hits, guys.
This is cocktail. This
like
is
dinner, like toe tapping type. Oh my god, that song, yeah.
And if you haven't noticed the trend, huge in weddings right now of '90s music.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, open your eyes to it, because it was just a few years ago. Everybody was like, "Oh, you got to play all '80s at a wedding." Now you got to play all '90s.
Yeah,
so
very much so.
Really all, but you know what I'm getting at. So yeah. So yeah. Which is worse, Dave Matthews Band or Nickelback?
I'll answer that.
Moving on, number 5.
Let's go to. We'll continue before we get ourselves in trouble.
I was just gonna say that too. I'm like, because I already said Anne's Marching is a good song, so I'm like, it's not a bad song. Yeah. So. All right, number 5. I'm actually gonna go off script right now, and Dan and John have no clue that I'm doing this right now. Look at their face. I'm going off script for a reason.
I know. I'm looking for the button. I don't find it.
Yeah, you guys can't do it right now. I'm gonna hit that one next week because it actually can't wait another week. And I'm going off script for a reason. This is actually not really for the chat. This is more going to be for the people watching later for YouTube. And I'm doing this more for John, and I'm going to have him explain this because he has no idea what I'm saying right now until I say it. Yeah. But I am going to put this out there and I love the people in our chat room who are members of DJNTV. And my number 5 is actually that I would love to get more people who watch us on YouTube to become members of DJNTV. And I want John to kind of explain here in this video how you guys have become members. And you know what? There actually is a free membership too for those that actually just want to complain and say that they don't have any money. So that can, but I rather you not do the free membership. But if you have to do a membership and you just want to learn more about us, you can do that. But I rather you guys do some of the other membership levels. So I'm just going to have John explain more about DJNTV and how you guys can see us more and learn from us, and not just us, but a whole bunch of other us's. So John, take it away.
So the DJNTV is, and I dropped a video on this earlier today. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, you can go watch, and I go pretty in depth into a lot of things. But this is really kind of our way of creating content for the DJ industry for people who can't get to DJ conventions. Shani and Dan and I, we've been to DJ conventions, and we've sat in seminars, and we know how much benefit you can get from that type of education. So what we try to do is to bring a lot of those same people who are giving those types of educational content experiences at the shows, bring them to you via video on DJNTV. It costs a ton of money to do that. And in order to do that and have people doing things and putting some quality things, it's financially quite expensive. So what we've done, because we can see how the industry is going, where manufacturer money is going in different things, we have created the DJNTV Insider, which is kind of like a crowdfunding for the work that we do here on the channel and the content we provide. With that, you can go to DJNTVinsider.com. That is our area where you can go in and you can see these different levels Shani was talking about. The free level, what that does is it keeps you up to date on when there are different things hit and such. Occasionally, we'll open up one of our convention series Monday night shows, which is kind of our real key, really cornerstone right now of our educational content. Because our Monday night convention series are the actual seminars in many cases, or similar seminars to what are at the national DJ conventions. Tonight, Mike Walter did the keys to his DJ and MC. That was the same seminar that he's given in Las Vegas and he's given at DJ Expo. And he did it tonight for us on the channel. And it's available for the DJNTV insiders, the members of that. In that area, there's the convention series videos. There are the videos that we had about 60 videos that were already there for educational content on things that MJ's done and myself and others have done. They're there. And then we also have our Facebook, private Facebook group where people can go in and ask questions and share concepts and ideas and things in a safe environment. And as Shani said, it's kind of like it's a family really feel, because we get together at DJ Expo and we got together at Vegas, a lot of us did, and we just kind of get to know each other and help each other out, and then also work together to produce content for the DJ industry so we can help our neighbors get better. And if they get better, it's kind of that, that rising, all rising together kind of a thing. So that's in a nutshell of what it is.
How do they become, where do they go to become a member or look at the information?
Yeah, they can go to that DJNTVinsider.com. Or you can go to the DJNTV.com website, either one. But when you go to the DJNTVinsider.com, it takes you to a specific page on the website. It's already pretty linked up. Then you'll be able to see the different things. There's if you can look at the convention series and you'll see all the different shows that we have already and which ones are yet to come. We're scheduling some additional ones here towards for the rest of the summer. But you can see all these different things and see what's available. So it's not like you're going to be, what am I going to get? If you're an ADJA member, there's a discount code that went out with the ADJ members and such. So there's some benefits there you can check into. If you buy by the year, pay it for the year. It's cheaper to do it by the year. Otherwise, it's $10 a month. But if you do it by the year, what's cool about that is that automatically opens up every video for you. We did have some people who were buying it. They would buy access. They literally bought access, and they looked pretty much all the videos over like 48 hours, and they canceled their memberships. We had that happen a couple of times. So it can't be done that way. If you join today at the $10 a month, you won't be able to get access to yesterday's videos. That's just the way it is. And then after a period of time, when you've been with it for a period of time, then those videos will be available to a person. It's just, I apologize for that in advance, but that's just how we've had to do it. So we don't have someone coming in shotgunning through 12 videos, and in one case stealing them, and then we're having issues. So it's a neat thing. It's a neat experience and such. And unfortunately, as the industry progresses, you're going to find more of this, because manufacturers who were the bread and butter for educational content, whether it's magazine or convention and such, they're 3 to 5 years away from being pretty much disappearing from this world, because they can go and they can do their own Google ads. They can go and do their own Facebook ads. They can go and sell via Amazon, what have you. And they're not going to be utilizing things like this. So if we're going to continue the educational things, it's going to be moving to that kind of pay-to-play concept.
And also, guys, I'm not telling you how to do your taxes or anything like that. But if you're a DJ, there is a way to do it where you can, take off your dues and your subscriptions, and say like, this is my membership for DJNTV, and it goes under this category for my subscriptions, and you can do that and show that this is how much you pay, and show your accountant and things like that. So you definitely, just like you do for anything else that you do for your DJ services, you can do that for taxes. So again, I'm not telling you how to do your stuff, but it definitely is a tax type of thing that you definitely can use for taxes. So think of that as also just anything that you do DJ wise. This is something else that you can use for dues and subscriptions. If you have a membership for anything else, this is another thing that you can add for something for taxes.
Yeah, it definitely works under that educational area, because that is a full write-off for your business on your tax forms. Now
let me tell you about the market. So what you need to invest in.
No, actually, Dan's got to do some. He's got to do some explaining here on a different post here.
Oh, you want me to tackle that now? I guess.
Yeah, might as well, because we can bounce back and forth. But yeah, okay. the Mega Seg thing has been something.
Yeah. So
what's going on? Why do we just say
right.
what? What
so happened? in the chat room, I don't know. Should we make him sign up and then I'll tell him?
Yeah, wait. Is it what just happened? Wait, I don't know what just happened. You got to tell me what happened before we're
So in the chat room, Ever After Entertainment had a question about a certain type of program that has become a drinking game for you and I.
Yeah.
And he kind of was wondering what it was, and he said, I will become a member if you guys can explain it.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if should we?
No, he's got to be a member, and then not only will he explain it, but we'll send him a T-shirt.
Only it's medium.
A medium, yes, because we all.
He'll get a DJNTV T-shirt, and we'll totally explain what Mega. Oh God, I just almost said it. I said Meg. I didn't say the rest of it. I said, but Meg is somebody's name. All right, I'll take a little half sip.
I feel like we should tell him.
No.
In good faith.
And wait, where's he from? I have to know where he's from. I have to know where he's from first. That's a hope. I need to know. I need to know what city he's from. Is it Ever After?
Yeah.
He's laughing at us. Ever After. I need to know your name and where you're from. Name, rank, and serial. No, I need to know your name and where you're from. We need to know more information before we tell you about the Mega Seg.
You said it again.
Bruno's from Brazil. Bruno's joining us, and he's from Brazil.
Send a hug to Brazil.
Brent,
I'll send more than a hug to Brazil.
Rochester, Minnesota.
Yeah, Brent is and he's been with Brent. Are you on the insider area? I don't know if he is.
So ever after is Minnesota.
Yeah.
John is close enough to come find him.
So that's up to so that's up to you guys. He's from Minnesota.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and explain it, and then I think we're probably
I'm sending a hug to Bruno in Brazil and a kiss on both cheeks.
Ooh.
Because he's Brazilian, a kiss on both cheeks. That's how they do it out there.
I want to become Brazilian just for that.
They have gorgeous women out there too, but that's another story. Okay.
So anyway, so this started, oh my gosh, probably a year and a half, 2 years ago at least.
Like 2 years.
So there used to be a fourth to the show, MJ, Michael Joseph.
He joins us every once in a while.
Every once in a while he comes back and has some fun with us. But
he said he doesn't think he's a paying member, but he's an insider. Just so you know, he's
just at the free level. So we gotta get him on the higher level.
Okay. So we get
So you're gonna become a paying member because I'm giving you the story. So
$10.
Basically,
$10.
John, prior to using his 7,000 and prior to learning how to use virtual DJ, used a program that started with an M. And this program, for some reason, made its way into our Monday night shows every week. At some point throughout the night, it would be said at least once. He would get creative with how he was using it. It would have nothing to do with what we were talking about. And he just out of nowhere would say, Mega Seg. Every time he did, or somebody else did, Shani and I decided we would start drinking. Now, I am at least drinking water. I don't know what Shani's concoction is besides the Essentia. But so we were just having fun with it. And that's what really kind of it grew out of, to the point that every week it just had to be said, and we started taking a drink. So I think some people in the chat room who have been with us since that time have developed the same mentality in the same game. But that is what kind of the story behind it is.
And the ways in which it was worked into the conversation. Now, we can't understate how well it sometimes was used as a verb, sometimes as a noun, sometimes as an adjective.
Yes.
Masterfully used.
So in the chat room, whenever you hear it, you have to join us now that you know the story. Just so you know. And I don't give kisses to just anybody, just in the chat room, okay?
Yeah,
just so you guys know. Plus, I don't like just anybody either. I don't like a lot of people. I just want to go to
That's kind of true.
They know that just long.
She makes us cry once we're off camera, so that's why we don't like to get off camera. We like to stay on camera. We don't care.
So on that note, you've gotten 4, and then a 5th one, of which 4 stories and an action item. So you got your 5 on it tonight.
Yeah.
And here's where we go from here. So those of you that are hanging out in the chat room, if you are in the insider group, one of the other advantages to being a paying member of the insider group is after this is all done, John throws up a link to a whole bunch of different places where you can then jump in and join us. And we do kind of a Brady Bunch style of the Zoom window, if you will, and we talk about different things. And to be honest with you, I have no idea what we're going to talk about tonight. So we'll just BS it and have a good time. And hopefully you get a chance to join us. And if you're not, and you don't have the position yet, then you will get to be able to do that soon, hopefully. But again, it's the idea of when you go to a convention, you get the convention, you get the seminars, and then afterwards you hang out in the hall and you talk about it. That's kind of what we do here for about the next, I don't know, half an hour, whatever time we decide to finally shut up. So thank you very much for checking us out. Don't forget about the other DJNTV shows coming up later this week. There's stuff Tuesday, there's stuff Wednesday, there's stuff Thursday, just a whole ton of content. And of course, we will be back next Monday.
And you have to find out what my other one that I didn't talk about is going to be next week.
And let's just put it this way. It was so good that when John and I talked about it earlier, we thought it should be the last one as to kind of go out on top, and she's saving it for next week. So you guys are really in for a treat. She's going to make it extra good for you next week, I promise. So on that note, guys, thank you very much. We'll see you later.